Hey, what's up, my friends? Today I thought we'd do something special to celebrate the 1,000 subscriber milestone. It's about a week late, but hey, better late than never. First, I of course just want to say thank you. You're all absolutely incredible, and I appreciate all the positive support. When I was thinking about all the things I'd like to do to celebrate, I was reminded that right now I just simply don't have the time to do something like, say, paint some epic stalker art or sculpt myself as a stalker in the zone. So those kinds of projects will have to wait. Though what I can do is suffer through a challenge run for you. So how about we start an Ironman file today and see how long I can live. This is totally the first new game I'm starting, by the way. I didn't die like a fool 2 times prior to this run. It's not like I took 2 steps outside of Rostock, killed a merc and got my favorite MP9 instantly, only to die like 15 minutes later, hesitating to shoot a renegade from too far away. No, that'd be ridiculous. There definitely wasn't a second attempt where I took out quite a few deadly targets with only my pistol, building my confidence up and slowly luring me into a false sense of security. Would have been a real shame if the first yellow stash of that run gave me some basic tools and I died to a pack of house spawn 3 minutes later. Yeah, I wouldn't want to embarrass myself to you all with such pathetic attempts. Good thing this is my first try. Alright, let's do this. We picking duty bros just to mix it up since I always stick to loners and the rookie village, since, I'm a filthy fucking casual. Being the filthy casual I am, we're gonna do this on easy, because I'm just not good enough to try Ironman on hard. This is actually the first time I've played Gamma on anything other than hard, so I'm curious to see what easy even looks like. I choose the medium duty suit, a gas mask, headlamp, meds, food, and a 1911, so it's not too easy. Ah, yes, that old familiar sting of a new life in the zone. So many possibilities, so many things to suffer a horrific death to. As I equip myself, I'm really hoping the weather is pleasant. My first 2 attempts were rainy and gloomy, so I could use some sunshine. Hey, look at that. Praise the sun. Alright, first things first, we need to accept us some tasks. Got a pretty decent roll this run, a solid line of requests leading me to Cordon. Immediately outside Rostock is the usual dogfight going on. I've been perching on the shipping container these runs to try and pick some off, but they often get stuck on the bridge instead. The second dog already double taps me, and I'm just thinking, well shit, might as well just restart already. But no, that's against the spirit of this. If I have any chance of living longer than 1 session of play, hell, 15 minutes, then I better practice. So instead, I just heal up fully, not really concerned with using supplies since I've already seen the economy on easy, and it's much less twist your dick off and more like, attaboy. In garbage, my first target is right at the zone line, and it's a bandit. He dropped me a decent SKS with the green barrel. Don't think I've ever fixed one up to really use, just had one jam constantly on me in my very first Gamma video. Hopefully I can find the parts I need to make this one reliable. My next target was just a single blind dog. Now I have some money, so I head to the flea market for some quick shopping. I tend to always skip the flea market on my main files lately. Nothing really worth buying for the prices. I find it to be an odd shop in general, to be honest. Though, you can see, I've already got 23,000 rubles, and it's not like I can take it with me when I inevitably die, so I pick up some drinks and repair material. The task board has some other decent jobs for me, getting good rolls so far. Gotta head to the butcher and buy out his ammo supplies next. For the first time, I buy out his Hydra Shocks and pick up a hunting backpack. Now, I know since literally day 1, everyone was telling me to use Hydra Shocks for mutants, which honestly had the opposite effect of me refusing to use them instead. I just didn't want to min-max my first experience in the game, especially if I'm playing on hard, might as well do it right, Typically, I start games on the highest difficulties and work down if needed, refusing to look anything up as long as I can help it. None of this is particularly because of a misguided sense of pride or some weird masochist thing, but because I really cherish that first experience. Some games are so easy by default that the first run gets ruined on normal, as it wastes that fresh sense of wonder and discovery. I like to compare it to hearing an amazing song, watching a life-changing film, or seeing a masterpiece artwork in person for the first time. Those memories stick with you forever and in a lot of ways can define our tastes moving forward, maybe even have a hand in defining who we are as a person today. It's what drives me to analyze and look at the media I consume the ways I do, and it's not something I've ever really let anyone else in on. This channel was started on that idea, to share those first experiences a piece of media had left me with, a little slice of nostalgia time. All this to say, you've all been a part of my Gamma experience, from all the silly shit I've written to the memorable moments that'll stick with me for years to come. Not only that, but for the first time I've shared those moments in real time, maybe even created some for you. From all the positivity to even taking the time to share your passion of Stalker and gaming with me, that's truly something special. It's through this that we're united, and that makes it all far more than some silly videos or just a video game. It's an experience in time that I'll always remember, and I couldn't tell you just how special that is to me. Getting back to it, I worked my way to Corden with nothing too threatening standing in my way. After a short run down the road, I find a crappy artifact on the ground, but it seems like it was all just a trap set by this clever pack of kitties. This very well could have already been the end of me. I have terrible crisis management in this game for some reason, ready to instead just accept death and try again. But no, gotta get in the habit of thinking quick and acting more appropriately. So I managed to take them all out, suffering minimal damage. A couple of angry meatballs stand between me and the farm. It seems like the meatballs and boers always take different amounts of bullets to kill. I probably just miss a lot, I don't know. One manages to run off. I can't be bothered to chase his ass down. Run away, run far, far away, you little meatball, and never return. At the farm, I accept some tasks, check the technician for any valuable parts, but he's pretty dry, so it's only a multi-tool for me. It's funny how the duty quest sent me here to talk to him, and all he does is send me to talk to someone else. Sick quest design, bro. With plenty of cash, I buy more ammo and rest up at the bonfire. As of my last few sessions, I've toned down my increased campfire recovery. It's still much faster, but it's no longer the healing grace of God. Soon as I pass the bridge, I take an arrow to the knee. I see even on easy the AI can laser beam you. It's been a while since one of these rescue missions actually had a group of enemies. Well, let's see if I can come out victorious. Managing to live through that, none of the bandits had anything particularly useful on them, but a win is a win. I've extended the range of the taskboard mod, and I'm pretty sure from the bus stop I can access Corden's Wi-Fi, so I do that to check if any jobs will send me up north again, and sure enough there is. Saves me some minor backtracking. It took me far too long to realize I could just use a cheap bandage to give my limbs temporary health instead of a whole medkit, then top it off with a post-heal. I mean, I've known this for dozens of hours now, but man, early on I kept wasting medkits to top off my limbs when my HP was already full. That's an expensive mistake on hard to make in the early game. Feeling the need for a bit of excitement, I get my dick caught in an anomaly and have to stop at the bonfire to heal it up again. Oh look, that meatball came back to mourn his friends. What a fool. You gonna learn today, boy. The task I had got completed before I even got there, and now I have a gold stash in Meadow, so let's see if a shiny new set of basic tools await. I always say I rarely run into a damn thing in Meadow, so I'm fully expecting this will be the time a giant chimera crashes into the earth on top of me like he's fucking Scar-Scourge Radan. As usual, it's a quiet run to the stash and, damn it, no tools. I can craft ammo now at least, though with the easy mode economy that doesn't seem nearly as useful. On my Souls-like playthrough, which is a fun series, you should go check out those vids if you haven't by the way, I finally ran into some bandits at this building up ahead. Sure enough, they're actually here right now, close to my objective, so I put them out of their misery without much resistance. Now I have a decent shotgun to hold on to and this scorpion. I've always wanted to try it, seems like as good of a run as any to give it a go. With my tasks and stash collected, it's time to head back to Corden. On the bridge, there's the usual military sniper. Without even thinking, I pop his ass forgetting that duty and military are allies. Damn zone politics, man. Doesn't help that I've almost exclusively only played as a loner. Ah well, rest in piss, buddy. I run all the way back down to the village for some tasks and to pay old city boy a visit, though he doesn't really have much to offer my duty broness. I do notice that I've got nearly 60,000 rubles already, so I buy a bunch of meds before heading out. I equipped the Remington since I had a couple of parts for it already. Not very reliable, but may prove to be useful in a pinch. Plus, I just love shotguns. There's a Boer mark right outside, and of course, the son of a bitch hits me. I'm just terrible at dealing with melee enemies in this fucking game. I know that no matter what, my fate in any Ironman attempt is going to be dying to packs of bullshit or a pair of bloodsuckers. Foreshadowing? Perhaps. You'll just have to wait and find out. While having some lunch, I figure I'll check out the military base. I see there's a technician and he may have some useful components I can snag. I've only ever stepped foot down there one time to blow up the vehicles for that masterclass expanded task. There's not much here for me though, only a couple of meh tasks and a lot of useless loose loot. Did get an SKS part though, so I suppose it wasn't a completely wasted trip. Time to head back up north and clear one more task before I leave this place. Turns out to just be a single house spawn, but hey, it rewards me with a yellow stash back at the bus stop. Come on, big money, big money! Nope. No basic tools. Damn it. Well, since I'm about to leave, I'll stop at the farm, buy the Type A repair kit since I'm swimming in cash, and more ammo before heading back to garbage. I have a stash to hit up behind the farm, and I don't think I've ever been to this one before. This whole time, I've been pretty overweight, contemplating if I was going to skip the anomalous stash this run, but fuck it. Not like I'm gonna live a whole lot longer, right? Let's just drop a stash here and be done with it. On my way out, I hear a lot of commotion across the street. Turns out to be some dogs fighting a bandit and loners. The dead loner had an 8R. Maybe I'll fix that up too once I get some tools. All this money has me eager to just try everything. It's a very quiet return to garbage. Got some stashes to hit from west to east. Nothing particularly great so far. I do watch a loner and duty bro get annihilated by a pack of wildlife from the landfill though. Duty bro has a bison. This is definitely one I'm gonna repair. Even has a laser. I meant to try it out on my main file, but once I got my MP9, using any other A tier weapon just felt silly. This Scorpion feels pretty good too. Definitely a good tertiary slot weapon to fall back on. This area has me on high alert since blood and size suckers like to ambush you in it. Looks clear this time though, just a stash in a bush. There was some gunfire from this direction earlier, and I'm sure these snorky boys have a victim lying around somewhere in the grass I can't see. Might as well farm some parts while I'm here. I knew one of them ran away and was planning an ambush. Can't fool me, big dog. Well, I guess I'll just risk a quick trip to Agroprom, a quick stop at the butcher to pick up some more tasks, ammo, and I'm on my way. This place is always a crapshoot. Sometimes it's quiet, and other times you get jumped by some really strong enemies. On my last run, I ran into a controller in the train car here. Looks like this time it's just a few shamblers that I'm gonna leave be. Besides that, it's a really uneventful trip. I deliver a package, get an order from a duty bro in Rostock, and immediately turn back around. It was a completely dead return trip. Should have just fast traveled. Mr. Popular here got 2 deliveries, an easy 10k rubles. At the technician, I buy some 8R parts and another A-tier repair kit to fix up this Bison. I can't seem to find any parts for it, so it looks like I'm going to drop money on 3 kits total to get her reliable. Definitely not something I'd do on hard, but hey, I'm swimming in cash, so why not? With the dawn of a new day comes some vendor restocking, so after a quick breakfast, I buy another repair kit and check for any more useful components, but nothing this time. With the fully functional Bison, it's time to do one last grocery run before heading back down to garbage. I got more tasks to grind, and I really want to get some basic tools before pushing into the more dangerous areas.
Привет!
Not a huge fan of the iron sights on the Bison. Hell, I've mentioned before, I'm really not a fan of aiming down sights in the first place, but I don't have the street cred to buy any optics yet. Feels like a solid gun though, with the large magazine, plus a laser means I can Resident Evil 4 this shit. Now if only I could roundhouse kick a bandit's head off his body, that'd be sweet. After intercepting some bandit forces, I figure I'll just pick up an anomalous pack from the flea market and crawl back down to the butcher with it. I don't know why, but the butcher's only had the pack on my main file. He never has it on these new games I start. It's weird. Since I'm here, might as well cash out and buy another stack of ammo. I'm basically a walking armory with plenty of ammo for my 3 guns. Definitely a much different feeling here on easy than the ammo-starved experience that is hard. Just outside of the hangar, I hear a lot of commotion. Well, it turned into an escalating conflict. My body is ready. That could have ended badly at any moment, and I was half expecting it to. But the celebration may be short-lived. I have a task mark in the Bloodsucker Forest, and visibility is low right now. Well, wish me luck, boys. My body's still ready. Oh, hey. Looks like it's just some zombies instead. Nope, there's a fucking bloodsucker. After he hit me, I stood there for a solid 30 seconds hovering over the medkit key. I knew once I pressed it, he'd come up and kill my ass while I was stuck in the animation. Luckily, he let me get away with the heal, and I gotta say, this whole encounter had my blood pumping. knowing at any moment I'd lose all the progress yet again. I'm not the biggest fan of Ironman in this game, since there's a ton of random bullshit and you're fucking dead LOL moments. But I have to admit, this is the most adrenaline I've felt in Gamma after 150 hours. Unsurprisingly, turns out he was the mark. Another successful hunt. I pop some anxiety pills and have a snack to calm my nerves on the way back to the hangar. I want to look at all the loot I got. I kind of want to try this AUG out even though it's a pretty lateral upgrade. It just looks like such a unique gun. I don't know, we'll see. With my bloodsucker money, I buy out the last of Butcher's useful ammo, and I see I have a yellow stash in the Dark Valley. This time inside the bandit's base. Damn, this is probably going to be it, boys. It's been a couple hours and my last run ended here, but I need some tools. I am stocked up, so fuck it, let's do it. As usual, a hellspawn bites me on the way, not a great sign of things to come. A quick stop at the flea to soak in the healing flames, and I'm out. This load-in always has me on edge. More often than not, I get jumped by things almost immediately, so I feel like I've been training for this moment. Turns out to be empty, this time. Well, nothing left but to shoot myself up with questionable substances, have my potentially last meal, and piss off some bandits. I don't know this stash's location by heart, so I'll have to clear any enemies before searching. Wish me luck. Holy shit, some tools. We did it, boys. Now, if only I can make it back to Rostock without being mobbed by a pack of beasts, I'd call this a pretty successful session. This whole video was about 5 hours if you included my previous 2 deaths, with this run clocking in at around 3.5. I wasn't sure if I'd even enjoy Ironman, but I really have to admit the adrenaline sure spikes higher, especially since now that I've seen most of the game, this is just that extra layer of sticking your dick in a hornet's nest and hoping for the best. Granted, I know I'm on easy. I'd need to work my way up to a higher difficulty, but even still, this is really fun. The easy economy is a nice change of pace, and I think overall the game still provides a pretty solid challenge. This isn't like Ubisoft easy where enemies basically kill themselves. You can still very much find yourself in a bad situation you've put yourself in and die in the blink of an eye. So if you found Gamma too frustrating or want to try it out but are a little too intimidated, just play easy, bro. It's still a great experience. Hell, turn on Souls-like or Ironman and you'll have a blast. But that's going to be it for this one, my friends. We actually managed to get some basic tools, and so I suppose I'll keep this going until I die. But I wouldn't be surprised if the next time I sit down to play, I die within 15 minutes anyways. Maybe I'll keep this as a side series regardless. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little slice of torture, a fitting special to celebrate 1,000 subs. I'm kidding, of course. I still had fun with it, and with a little luck, I'll live long enough to find the advanced tools. If you're not subscribed, then hey, I still appreciate you, but seriously, what are you doing, man? Click that button. Join Join the Discord, support the channel, follow me on Twitch so you're prepared for more live streaming action once I have the free time to do it. And finally, go have a good day or something.